What's poppin', everybody? Welcome. I guess we're back, so welcome back. We had a brief hiatus. Drewski's been busy. I've been busy, but not with the same stuff Drew's been busy with. But Drew, man, how are you?
I am doing fantastic. It's good to be back in Indy. Flew in last night, and boy, my arm's tired. Hi-oh.
Ayo. You've got a big wingspan though. You've got long arms.
It's funny when people they don't realize how large how big I am until they meet me, and they're just like, tall. oh shit, yeah.
See, I am the opposite. I'm much shorter than people think I am. So they're like, oh shit, you're like fun sized. Okay. So yeah. But no, we haven't actually talked, not including text, in 2 weeks. And I was like, this feels weird. I'm used to talking to you twice a week. I don't know what's going on here. But no, busy. So you were at a convention. Mm-hmm. And you were just taking in the sights. You weren't selling anything. You were selling stuff. Who am I kidding?
Yeah, I wasn't spending time at an Indian casino playing blackjack or Spanish 21, or which I had no idea existed. So I was my first time on a so the convention, Terrificon, by the way, in Connecticut, fantastic convention. If you love comic books, go to that show. But it's held in a Indian casino on the Mohegan Sun, and it is a beautiful casino, tons of restaurants, but so many different forms of poker I did not know existed, and forms of blackjack 21 I didn't know existed. And my friend Kevin and I, we had a blast, just making money, losing money, and having fun, and selling comic books. It was a great weekend.
Nice. Did you happen to pick up any cool things while you were there?
Actually, yes, I did. So where to start? Okay. So first up, before I get to the big one, if people don't really know me that well or know the books of DC I love the original Vigilante run from the 80s by Paul Kupperberg and Todd Smith. Those latter 20 some odd issues. I love those issues. And Paul Kupperberg was actually at Terrificon. And
nice.
I brought two of my favorite issues with me. I brought issue 43, which is arguably my favorite cover of the series and one of my all-time favorite covers by Todd Smith. I love this cover. It is terrific, and I plan on homaging that at some point in the future. So yeah, I got Paul to sign that. And in the very last issue 50, got him to sign that one too.
Yeah.
So it was fun meeting him, and it was kind of disappointing to hear he hasn't talked to Todd Smith. I told him what happened to this guy, because if you try to do a Google search on this artist, you're not going to find anything. It's like the guy doesn't exist. So I don't know if he's dead, if he's just off the grid, just out of comics, or what. It just he is so hard to find, and I'm still trying to find that guy. But so those were great ones. And my big one was this bad boy, Superman.
Oh, heck yes.
The Triangle Era.
Hell yeah.
But not just the omnibus, so it just so happened that most of the creatives, who worked on the Triangle Era were there, who are still alive, were there at the convention. So naturally, I got most of them to sign it. Everyone who was there worked on it. I got them to sign it. So that included Dan Jurgens, Bob McLeod, Kerry Gamble, Scott Hanna, Louise Simonson, Brett Breeding. But one of my all-time favorite Superman artists is Jerry Ordway. And I've got several sketches that he's done for me in the past. And naturally, I had him do another Superman sketch for me. The very front of the book.
Oh, that's awesome. Dude, that is so freaking cool. Oh, I'm jealous.
Yep. It's going on the shelf. Yep. And
show that front cover again. Is that
this?
Is it purposely muted, or do you have something?
No, it's purposely muted. It looks like that. But if you look on it's very small triangles. The whole cover is with the smaller triangle because it's the triangle era. So yeah.
Hell yeah. No, that's so nice. That's such a good run too. Just a great comics.
So Brett Breeding, I didn't have any cash on me, so it was like 20. I had to pay the credit card. It's like I'd spend $20 with them, so I'm like, shit, well, I'll buy some stuff. So I bought some, I guess some small prints or stuff that he's done. So I got this Superman from Warworld that he did.
Nice.
Got a Batman.
Hell yeah.
And is OG Superman. Got one of those.
Hell yeah, dude, that's so awesome.
Those are my pickups there at Terrificon.
Successful weekend. Successful with sales. Successful with stuff you picked up.
Yeah, so. The booth was very successful. So nice. I talked to Steve, and he said that we exceeded all expectations, and so he's happy. I'm happy.
That's awesome.
Yep. And made some moolah. Had a blast, and got to talk with Clan McDonald when I was there, Clan McDonald Comics, and discovered at the last minute that we're launching something pretty incredible this week. Something pretty naughty this week.
Oh, pretty naughty? Well, before we get a little naughty, I do want to say hi to the chat real quick. Because I did see at least a comment or two come in about some of your finds, and then we'll get a little naughty. But I do want to say we've got Kaiser Jose here. Hell yeah, I missed my boys. We missed you guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It was nice to breathe a little bit, but I don't know how much I was breathing. I was doing a ton of other crap. So I missed hanging out with my peeps, my nerds. We got Cajun Corey in the house. Evening. I don't have a floppy because it's a thick boy, but I got Calico in. So awesome. He got the trade for Here Comes Calico, which
very nice.
Good get. H.H. German, Sigma Comics, friend of the show, and just generally awesome dude. We have Ezekiel in the house with, well, it's a hey, but it's kind of a gay hey. So it's like a hey. But that's okay. We'll allow it. Ezekiel, I think the kids come back this week, next week. Just hope you're ready, man. Who else do we have here? It's a bunch of people saying hello to each other. And where are we? Kaiser put, I've been reading Flash for the first time, and I think I'm a Flash fan now, or I'm still just a Jeff Johns fan. I can't decide. Fair. Mark Waid has a good run. Predates Jeff Johns' run. That was before.
Yeah, I recommend it's like, say what you will about the guy personally, but his Flash run is terrific. It is a fantastic Flash run.
And then you have Ezekiel coming in with an obvious answer. But first Flash series I read is Jeremy Adams' run. It's fun. We'll need to look into John's run. Mark Waid, Jeff Johns, and Jeremy Adams, I think are like, if you're going to get three, those are the big three.
I mean, one of the great things about Mark Waid's run is that he had some amazing artists that he worked with on his run.
Yes.
Greg LaRocque is one of my all-time favorite Flash artists. The way he put that sheen on Wally's costume, I loved how that fucking looked. And he worked with Humberto Ramos, Ethan Van Sciver, I think Terry Austin, Michael Ringo. Michael Ringo is fantastic. Enough said right there.
Yeah. I know a lot of people praise Joshua Williamson's run. I think it's a good run. I just don't think it matches. I just don't think it matches what those three other guys are doing or have done.
No.
We got Salty Traveling C in the house with 8 minutes for a mic drop. Place your bets. Oh, well, it looks like you're a loser, Salty, because we're 10 minutes in, baby. Yeah. Look, it's inevitable that it'll happen soon. So, and then he put a Dolan in his swinging hog leg. Oh man, I got it.
That's what the Indians refer to me at the casino. Swinging hog leg.
Ooh, we have a swinging hog leg. See, this is why I don't do Native American accents. Salty did say he won a lot of money at is it Mohegan?
Mohegan.
See, yeah. Mohegan's son in the mid 90s. I was but a wee child in the mid 90s. And he did say that Superman Omnibus with all the signatures is incredible. All caps. I agree. That's a Big win.
And
I like
you
it.
know, the funny thing is that's like the second or third I have with that many signatures in it.
Okay, Joe Corallo, calm down. Jesus.
There's one of my favorite moments I ever had on Thinking Critical was when Joe and I were one upping each other
Mm.
during this is going back 2-3 years. I don't know what show it was, but like I was still working at Comics Elite up in the rafters or whatever, and I just kept pulling. Oh, I got this. Oh, I got this. He's going. We're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's like I'm like, how much shit does this guy have? Damn, I'm gonna
He's
run out of
got
stuff.
it never fails that whenever Joe's on the stream, he'll be like, and then he just bends over for a second, and it's like, that bag in Harry Potter that you can fit like a whole freaking house into. He's got a bag like that just right next to his desk. So he just pulls random omnibus out, and I'm like, there's no way you prepared for this because we had no conversation of discussing this. But okay, but yeah, I love it. It's awesome. Good collecting habits. We do have Rudy Tatagway here in the house. Congrats on having passed expectations, Dolan. So I believe that may mean, for the weekend, for sure. I mean, kind of 2 in a row so far. You got Unholy Nightmare surpassing your goal, weekend surpassing expectations. We might be talking about something else coming up. It might be a threefer. Yeah. But yep. And he says, "What's up? What's up, Senor? Nice to see you here." Oh yeah, and Ezekiel, kids come back tomorrow. Okay, deep breaths, man. New school year. Let's do it. We've got Cannoli Sasquatch in the house. Hello, sexy. What up, Cannoli? How are you doing, sir? And Cannoli put, I'm on the last Jeff Johns Green Lantern omnibus. Phenomenal stuff. Yeah. Jeff, look, one thing. Sometimes Jeff Johns doesn't always land for me. But when he hits, and he's definitely had some runs. He's one of those that he understands the characters well enough, and kind of like Jeremy Adams, he understands the right place to take them, and just delivers some epic story that kind of pushes their lore forward for a good couple of probably decades, honestly. So, yeah. And then other than that, Cajun Corey said, I think I got some Jeff Johns Green Lantern comics last month. I think you did, if I remember correctly. I pseudo remember some of the stuff you sent me. So, but yeah, I think we should get a little naughty. And if we're gonna get a little, the video is a little naughty, right?
It's a little, and maybe a dash of nice.
Oh, maybe a dash of nice. Well, kids, close your eyes because it's gonna get a little naughty, and then I guess you can open them when it gets a little nice. But got a video for you.
Extreme Studios Wonderkin, Murat Michaels, is returning to the world of Naughty and Nice, and he's bringing the hardest working writer in comics with him. From Clan McDonald Comics, Naughty and Nice Reset, written by Dolan Waddick, aka Drew, and Murat Michaels with Murat on art. It starts with a familiar beginning for the original Bad Girls, but by the end, they'll be thrown into a wild new world where nothing will ever be the same. This issue kicks off an all-new series written by Dolan Waddick and edited by Thinking Critical's own Aaron Sparrow. The official launch stream happens Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on Thinking Critical YouTube. Be there or be square. Sign up on Kickstarter now. You don't want to miss out. Link in the video description. Because the Bad Girls just got badder.
Bad Girls. What was that song?
Bad Boys.
No, there's the Bad Girl song. It's from the chick, the Indian or Pakistani chick. Live fast, die young, bad girls do it well. That, yeah. Okay, Drew's lost. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm lost.
He is lost. So Drew, for those of you, for the people that don't know, maybe give us a little background on Naughty and Nice real quick. How did it start? What's going on? You're kind of doing a relaunch. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir. So, no, Naughty and Nice is a property that goes back about, over 20 years. And Murat did it, Murat and Terry Sala did it as a very tongue-in-cheek series. Just very silly and just everyone was kind of in on the joke. And you're buying it for the sexy covers. And it's like, okay, that's all it was, and they sold very, very well. But Murat came to me 2 years ago and said, "Hey, I'm thinking about taking Naughty and Nice in a new direction, doing a relaunch, giving it a serious take. What is your pitch?" And we met at a Chicago Fan Expo 2 years ago, and I gave him my pitch. It'd be a three arcs, 15 issues, and I told him what happened in each arc. He said, "I love it. Let's do this." I'm like, "Hell yeah!" So as soon as that convention ended, I went home and I just started writing. And before we know it, I've already gotten. I'm working on the very last issue right now. So that's where we're at. But yeah, it's gonna be taking a much more serious approach. But a lot of this ties into what I wrote in Nutty Nice Meet Vampirilla and Red Sonja. There's a plot device in that ties into this, and hopefully they'll be a little spike in back issues to find out what that was. But it's going to lead into interesting things throughout the series, and I really hope people approach the serious tone we're giving Naughty and Nice, and they love. If you're not familiar with it, you don't have to really know anything from this issue and issue 1 from the relaunch. You don't have to know anything. Aaron and I have done a great job trying to telling you what you need to know when you need to know it about the characters. And by the time of the end of the first story arc, end of those first 5 issues, you're gonna be like, what the shit? What's gonna happen next? What the hell? And I really hope everyone jumps in on this issue. You're gonna have an absolute blast, because this issue is very similar to that very, very, very first issue of Naughty and Nice, but things are different. I came in, rewrote it, but toward the end of the issue, it is completely changed, completely different. It's like, what happened? What's going on? So yeah, it's gonna be an absolute blast, guys. I hope you guys check it out.
So, Drew, are you saying this is absolute Naughty and Nice or ultimate Naughty and... I'm kidding.
Well, if we're gonna put in those terms, put in that parlance, I would say it's more in the absolute vein, because there's some action here.
Right. Yeah. Fair. That is one thing you can always count on. If Drew is writing a superhero comic or an action comic, there will actually be action in it. So the video did mention that Thursday night, this campaign is getting launched, and I do have the page here if I can get it to pull up. So I figured we'd take a look at that real quick. But Naughty and Nice launching Thursday night on Thinking Critical. What time are y'all doing that again?
So I'm hoping that it's going to be at probably around 7 p.m. Eastern. That's what we're shooting for. But things could change. But we know at the very least it's going to be Thursday night, probably between 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be launching this. But do know that this is backed. This is being produced by Clay McDonald Comics. So I got to give a huge shout out to Clay McDonald Comics. They are them and the Comic Mint, 2 of the best, most reputable comic book stores you can rely upon. They are flipping amazing. Steve McDonald, amazing guy, and he's got a great crew working with him. Aaron, he's kind of running the show here. Aaron, he's great to work with. I showed him everything. He's excited about what we got cooking, and I hope everyone checks out Clay McDonald Comics and they check out this Kickstarter, because we are going to be delivering you a kick-ass story, and it's not just a booby book. Not just hot, sexy covers, but there's an actual story here. Yes, there are boobies.
I'm just giving them a little look. Yeah, it looks like 250 people are already following. I do have the link pinned in the chat. So you guys go sign up to be notified when this launches. And yeah, I mean, we'll definitely be talking about it as it progresses through its campaign. So exciting stuff. I saw a few comments coming through about this, so let me pull those up real quick. Okay. Hold, please. Yes, Kaiser Jose coming in with Drew is a writing machine. Yeah, you have no idea. Like, trust me, you really don't. So I've referenced this before, but when we were in Dallas last year, and you found out you were doing oh shoot, what's the Mickey?
Ultimate Willie.
Ultimate Willie. Yes.
Symbiote Willie. Symbiote.
There we go. Symbiote. I was like drawing a blank. I'm like, I almost said Pooh, and I was like, it's not Pooh, but it is Marat. When you did Symbiote Willie, like you had the conversation at like 7:30 that night. You came home and you're like, oh, Marat and I we're gonna be doing this. I'm like, that's awesome. And then like an hour and a half later, you're like, all right, I got the script. You want to look at it? And I was like, what the hell, man? Like, what? But yeah, no, it was that was fun. Drew has an ability to just bang crap out, and I'm a little jealous because I'm definitely a slower writer. And oh god, we have Nosferatu in the house real quick coming in with Josh. Whenever I hear James Blunt sing "Beautiful," your angelic face pops up. That's a lie, Nos. Don't lie. And then he also says, "Shout out to my homie Jay Bowman." Oh gosh, I love it.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, salty traveling sea put. I want boobies and a story and more boobies. Well,
So I will say, like Aaron Sparrow has been saying, some stories promise impact. Some may even promise to double it. But with this series, we're going to quadruple the impact, quadruple the action, quadruple the intrigue, and quadruple the fun, and quadruple the boobies.
Boobs. Look, even gay guys like boobs. I mean, come on. Rudy's coming in with gotta love the boobage windows. Boob windows are, look, Power Girl is popular for a reason. Okay, that's all I can say.
She's got a big heart.
Yeah, big heart. Kaiser Jose, boobies and a great story. I am there. Oh god. I will contribute. So Nospit, I will contribute to the Kickstarter if you do. Oh my god. Let's go halfsies on the bagsies. We got Zach's in the house. What's up, Zach's? Thank you for being here. Nice to see you. And anything else? Shots all around.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Kaiser put Drew. Give us a list of all the books you've written.
I'll spew it out real quick. Born of Blood.
Yep.
So Naughty and Nice meet Vampirella and Red Sonja.
Yep.
Symbiote Willie.
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank right now. Silent Nights. Dips of Valor's not out yet. Unholy Nightmare.
Yep. Aftermath.
Aftermath.
What sins? What isn't it? Something sins.
Pray for the Sinner.
Pray for the Sinner.
Soon to be Reign of Vengeance. Counterpoint Lethal Ladies, soon to come out as well. And Balafari and Yeti meet Red Sonja.
Yep.
I'm sure there's one or two others, and I can't think of right off the top of my head.
I can't either. It's a lot. There's a lot. And there's probably stuff that we can't even talk about. So, whoops. If I said something that I wasn't supposed to say, whoops. I think we've mentioned Pray for the Center before, though. So,
yeah.
Oh God, that's just. See, look. There was a stream where I accidentally, it was in my early days of streaming, and I was reading comments out loud before I'd actually read them, and it was either Nos or Sentient, and I can't remember which one, but they put "I love" and a certain, we'll just say Austrian that led the Germans and was a landscape painter, but they put "I love" that person's name, and I'm like, and this person says "I love," and I just read it out loud, and I was like, F. I'm never living that down. Yes, motorboating goodness or we riot. I know it says for, but we're or we riot. And then Ezekiel came in with Drew. This is a Val book for sure, but since you are writing, I'll pick it up too. Heck yes.
A Val book?
Val is his girlfriend.
Oh, okay, got you. All right.
Yeah, Zeke and Val. They were the ones that we kept seeing in Dallas. We hang out with them Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
But so the big selling point for me, how I knew this was going to be good, is that so Marat Michaels, who I'm doing this for, his fiance, soon to be wife Mandy, she doesn't read comic books, And I was telling her what is going to be happening in this series. I told her in the first arc, what happens at the very end of the first arc, what happens in the second arc, how that ends. She's like, and then what happens? What happens next? What happens next? I just start laughing. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. I got someone who doesn't read comics interested in this. This is awesome.
Yeah. I'm getting hate right now. I was trying to stay on topic with comments, but I've got Salty coming in with, I did send you a super chat, but H Highway Father, I don't know
Highway
what the
Father.
but he's getting, because I haven't shown it yet. And then of course Nos is coming in with them going, Josh, quit ignoring Salty's super chat. He's trying to educate you on IPAC. I don't even know what the shit is, man.
Is that a new super PAC for politics?
I have no. I've been so out of the loop on whatever the hell's going on in politics right now. Like when I say I've been busy, I've been dealing with work and like family stuff. So I'm so out of the loop. But Salty did come in $40 with a super sticker. He's always just an awesome support, and I love having him here every week. I love that he's here to give me shit on the regular. So Salty, for that, I will give you this. Hell yeah, the good old days.
Yeah. Emphasis on good.
Oh yeah, emphasis on good, indeed. That is not the only super chat coming in with 14 months of membership. We do have Zach's coming in with Josh loves the fashionable Austrian. Oh, that happened. Actually, I don't know if that was on Zach's streams or Flaccid stream. I don't know if that was the Circle of Jerks or if that was premature ejection. It was one of the two, but I did not live that comment down for some time. But Zax, for you, Senior Shoulders, we're going to do a little Colossus.
Yeah!
Okay. I feel bad. I haven't been I was always like reliable on being at least in the chat on Zax's streams, and lately I've been like passing out by the time you get started. So I'm coming in the day after being like, watch the playback. Sorry I wasn't there. And then even on Saturdays, I'm like, I'm gonna make it. He's changed the start time. It's earlier. I'm gonna make it. And I rarely. But I do love you, Zax. All jokes aside, it's been a long time. Good to see you guys. Hope everyone has been good. Yeah, Nos, man, it's nice having you here. You always bring a smile to my face, and you're always funny as beep. So we do have one more coming in. We got Salty for 6 months of membership.
Woo.
Again, man, thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. Whatever money I get goes right back into this. StreamYard keeps raising their prices. Plus, I'm having to pay for other things, for editing videos or doing music or whatever it might be. Music for the videos, not music like I'm singing or anything. But yeah, so Salty, for you, I'm gonna let's do a little Wolverine action. So good. So good. Again, miss those days. Drewski. Yeah. So we are gonna be doing a little floppy drop tonight. We're gonna cover kind of 2 weeks. There's not much from 2 weeks ago because it was a fifth Wednesday. But I did pull a couple of books that I know I want to talk about. If there's anything that maybe we missed that you want to bring up or discuss, we can definitely do it. But I want to start off with a little book that I was nervous about how it was going to end, and then I was quite happy with how it ended. and that is Daredevil: Cold Day in Hell, written by Charles Soule, art by Steve McNiven. Did you read this final issue?
I did.
And general thoughts, I guess.
Thumbs up. I was pleasantly shocked and surprised that Charles Soule stuck the landing.
Yeah.
He did, and it's very, very, very rare anymore that a writer will be able to stick the landing in a miniseries or hell in anything. But I was, like I said, shocked, surprised. I enjoyed it the whole way. It was a very fitting and good ending. I mean, this could have ended any number of ways. Like,
Yes.
honestly, it could have ended with the girl taking up the Daredevil mantle, saying it's about time or something. But none of that shit happens.
Nope.
It really ends like, oh, okay. You know, it's a very fitting end.
Agreed.
For the character and for the title.
I agree. Yeah, I was really anxious because I wanted this book to end well. And I will say it reads rather quickly.
Yeah, it does.
And it, I mean, look, it's 3 issues. Technically, it's like a 6-issue story. Just because, you know, they kind of double size each issue to kind of pack the story in. But you essentially get a 6-issue story for this arc, and it's basically Daredevil's The Dark Knight Returns for the most part. You got some wrinkly Frank Castle booty there, but no, a lot of good here.
Frank Castle stump. That's what he is.
Yeah, he's still a badass though.
Yeah, that's just it. Yeah, it's like, do not count Frank Castle out.
Oh yeah, ever. But I love Bullseye in this too, because Bullseye's just freaking nuts. Like this guy is
a sick, maniacal piece of shit.
Yes. But that's what he should be, you know? So but yeah, like everything that kind of happened here works for me. What Frank does works for me. What happens with Daredevil works for me. Bullseye works for me. If I have one, and this is like the most minor of minor complaints, I wish we would have had a glimpse or a moment of Foggy and a glimpse and a moment of like maybe Elektra, but less.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's just it. I mean, yeah, that's my one thing too. I'm like, she doesn't appear at all in this third issue. Neither does Foggy. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
grand scheme of things. I have no problem with that either. Yeah.
Grand scheme of things, very minor. Like, I still love this. It was just more so like if maybe they had a few, because they cram so much into this page count. But yeah, awesome. And do we think this is Iron Man armor?
Or no? It absolutely is. Oh yeah.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, but it doesn't expressly say it.
Yeah, it doesn't expressly say it, but if you look at just how just how rudimentary and shitty the Iron Man armor is turned into now. It's like, okay, this makes sense. And plus, on top of that, like, this is apparently the aftermath of a massive war that we don't see. So this could have been Tony, you know, hey, using that brilliant brain that he has, making his own suit and not stealing it, like some certain other people, to make a suit, or quote unquote make a suit. But yeah,
are you talking about Ironheart? What?
I didn't say it. You said
it. Listen, Iron Man is Iron Man because of Ironheart. Okay, come on.
No, that's true.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's kind of got like this Hulkbuster quality to it, but I enjoy. I think it's cool. I will say McNiven's art seems a little different here. It seems more straight-laced, I guess. Like he doesn't he just gets to the point, which I think works for what's happening here. This is a beautiful panel though.
Yes.
But I guess what I mean by that is he did a lot of really interesting perspective and panels, and that's not to say that these aren't interesting, but it's more focused on like here we're in the climax. This is what's going on. But it's still brutal. I mean, look at this here. You got him just crushing this guy's skull. So,
and Steve McNiven has developed this new art style. Well, it's very this goes back to his Return of Wolverine run,
Yeah.
like almost 5 years ago at this point. He's turned into more of a Steve. He's turned into a Barry Windsor Smith type style,
Yep.
and that is nothing but a positive, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And it stands out. It's unique. It's beautiful, and I absolutely love it. And this is a series. Any issue, 1, 2, or 3, I would love to own any page from, because it is
Oh yeah.
it's absolutely gorgeous.
I think the point that I may have been trying to make that I couldn't articulate well is if you go, especially in that first issue, even the second one to a degree, he would have panels of just random, and you have it kind of here, random objects, but this with the I don't the electric thing going off, that plays into the story. But he would have just random panels of just a gravestone, wouldn't have anyone's name or like a bird flying. Like he would do stuff like that, and it kind of created this ambiance for the scene you're in. Here, he's like, get to the story, action, 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 and he's moving at like a really brisk pace. So, from a storytelling standpoint, it works incredibly well.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's serious. It just I want people to realize this is shocking coming from a Charles Soule. Like, this is a book
yeah,
that I didn't think he had it in him,
nope,
honestly. Because I mean, look, he's been in the Star Wars camp now for the last I don't know how many years, and we got to be honest with you. We got to be honest. Those stories are shit. I mean, they are absolute garbage.
not good.
And granted, he did a few good things here and there with Vader,
Yep.
but that was a while ago. Those were few and far between. And since then, he really hasn't done much to really make an impact. And holy crap, he came out swinging in this.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, if someone was going to be bringing back Frank Castle, I wanted to be Charles Soule after reading this.
Yep. Yeah. Actually, that would be banger because I'm not looking forward to what Ben Percy and them have.
No, and like I said, I'll say it again. I said before, I'll say it again, and I'll probably say it again during that Punisher series. He comes out. That guy, Brisson, he'll come out the gate swinging, but he doesn't have the fucking endurance. He loses his steam after a couple handful of issues. And by the end of it, it's like, and I'm spent. I'm done. I'm tired. I got nothing left. Yeah. And I guarantee you that's what's going to happen by the end of that Punisher run. It's going to be spent. He's going to be spent, bored, and it's not going to have the impact like this did.
Yeah. This, I mean, for me, just even from the word go, this was a total surprise. And Charles, he did a Daredevil run, and it's fine. Like there's
it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Yeah.
But this, like, man, he killed every issue of this, every page of this. I don't know how much of this was him working with McNiven and them kind of collaborating to tell the story, but this is like, I cannot wait for it to be collected. I cannot wait for the hardcover version because God knows it's going to have one. And I can't wait for more people to discover this. I know this is going to be on my top list at the end of the year. So just throwing it out there, but really good stuff. And I agree with you. I love the way it ended, and I don't want to go down too much further because it starts giving stuff away, but it keeps you on your toes for sure. And it's not afraid to go certain places, which a lot of writers these days are afraid to go certain places. And the Charles and Steve are like, yeah, no, we're doing it. Get over it. So, love it. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I am going to be dropping this in the bag. You?
Oh, 100%. I'm buying 2 copies.
Hell yeah.
I want that.
100%.
You mentioned getting original art. If I could, I would. Honestly, I'm sure it's already sold out. I'm sure someone already, but that page 1, I think page 1 or 2 from that first issue, I would love it.
I will be doing my best to find some art, and I know Steve McNiven, he goes to shows now and then. He doesn't go to many, he goes to some, but I do want to see if he has any of these pages left, because this book is just beautiful.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
beautiful from beginning to end, and they told a story. A compact story that was impactful, had a solid beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah, I'm looking at that first issue and just so much good stuff.
Yeah, and not just that. I mean, he leaves you wanting more after it ends. Like honestly, what he built here is kind of like what Mark Miller did with his Old Man Logan, where it's like you want to know more about this world, what led to this world, and it's like same with this world. What led to what happened to New York? What happened to what was this war? Who died? Who didn't? Who got mutated? That's what I want to know. And I guarantee you, if the sales numbers are here, if the fan reaction was positive and it's there, they will probably tell more stories in this universe.
Yeah, I could definitely see them revisiting this universe and kind of exploring other characters. And then I will say the one thing that I loved about how this ended is as heavy of an ending as it was still a very hopeful ending. And that to me is what makes it perfect. And I was like, oh yeah, this works. Because I read this, and again, I don't want to give away the details of how it ends, but I read this and I was like, man, this is what superhero comics should be about. Like, I finished this book and I was like, I want to go do good in the world.
Yeah, I mean, everything you're not getting in Saladin Ahmed's Daredevil run, you're getting here. It's like this is what Daredevil. This reflects what Daredevil could be and should be.
Yep.
Especially the it's subtle, the religious undertones in this, especially in the third issue toward the end. I loved it.
Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. Real quick, let's see if anyone has anything to say about this issue. We got I love Napoleon Dynamite. I don't know where that came from, but awesome.
Well, I sure don't like the way you're looking at me, Napoleon.
Side note, but I just gotta highlight it because I agree. But Robin and Batman by Lemire is a must. Yeah, Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. Huge. It's such a good book. We got Jana in the house. What's up, boners? What's up, Jana Banana? Long time no. I need to shoot you a message. I haven't talked to you in forever.
Yeah.
And then Zeke said he is reading Robin and Batman. Just a little. He's just behind an issue. So we'll allow it. We'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
And then Nosbit, ooh, girls in the chat. Ooh, boobs. Is no one talking about this Daredevil book? What is wrong with you people? Ezekiel did put, we'll be picking up this Daredevil run in trade. Worth it. I mean, if there's anything
hardcover. I honestly, I am getting this in when it comes to, I'm hoping they do an oversized edition of this because I want an absolute edition, like an oversized OA edition of this, where I'll be able to see it just blown up because these pages are beautiful.
Yeah, the art and the way look. I not to keep praising the book, but also the way he shifts his art too. Like, he kind of has his Steve McNiven like element in there, but he kind of also like pays homage to The Dark Knight Returns, but then he also is paying homage to Frank Miller. Like, there's so much that he's doing with the pages, and I'm like, Jesus, like, it's incredible just to see him kind of insert all those tones from different people and different stories. So, we do have this, Drew, which I think you might agree with, but zero interest in Fraction's Batman, but Percy does lose focus after a 5-issue. Yeah. Percy cannot write an ongoing story to save his life. Are you excited about Fraction's Batman?
Not excited. I was more nervous than anything else. I will say it looks good. I'll give it that. I don't like seeing Batman out in daylight. That's me.
Yeah.
And seeing a page from issue 2 with Tim Drake washing the Batmobile out in daytime, I wanted to flip my desk. I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing here? And it's stuff like that drives me nuts. And it tells me, okay, we're not taking this run seriously.
Yeah. I know Perch has talked about it and said it feels very Iron Man-esque, which
What does that mean?
I like he's got a lot of more Iron Man in terms of like his suit and gadgets type thing, I guess.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not. That sounds very much Batman 66 to me.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see. But anyway, I'm not I'm not excited. I'll just put it.
No, I'm not, and I'm very nervous. And look, I mean, if I know it got a lot of praise, too much praise, and too many comics started reflecting that style. His Hawkeye series that he did with David Aja, Ara, however you want to pronounce it.
Aha, David.
Aha,
Aha,
David
aha,
Aha, Aha.
aha. Yeah,
I did not enjoy it, and if he's reflecting that tone in this book, this run of Batman, I am going to be tuned out pretty damn fast.
gotcha. Real quick, I got to get back to one of Salty's comments in a second, but I wanted to just wrap up the at least this topic before I get to Salty's what was supposed to be part of his super chat. But Kaiser put, "We need the prequel to Cold Day in Hell." Yeah, I guess we could take the prequel to what led, maybe whatever the fight was that led up to Wilson Fisk getting shot. But we know, I mean, this tells us who shot Wilson or who killed Wilson Fisk. Like, we got to see that, but not necessarily why or what he'd done that was good leading up to it. Would you take a prequel, or are you just wanting maybe other stories of other characters?
Yeah, I would love a prequel in this too. You know, if it's, especially if it's by that same team, if it's by Charles Soule and Steve McNiven, fucking yes, sign me up.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind if the first thing we did too was get a Punisher book of this. I wouldn't.
Oh, bruh. That would be arguably, if these two were working on that Punisher book, it would go down as one of the greatest Punisher books of all time. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah, agreed. And then I had Zeke that did. I can't find it now. But Zeke did ask, would we say this is top tier Daredevil?
Yes.
I will say there's a lot of good Daredevil though. Like, there's a lot of good
true as
Daredevil.
well. Yeah, Daredevil has been blessed to have some great creatives on it. You know, I mean, not outside of Kevin Smith, you had Anna Senti and John Romita Jr. working on it, which is, you know, back when John Romita was good. You know, they had a solid run. They worked on it for a very long time. But those are what Frank Miller did and what Anna Senti and John Romita Jr. did. 2 solid runs, and this is right up there with it.
Agreed. Even Bendis, like, he didn't do bad with Daredevil. It was
Ed Brubaker. Ed Brubaker's run.
I was about to say,
terrific.
You had Bendis and then Brubaker right after that. I thought Brubaker was better, but
yes, 100%.
Just in general, not bad at all. Real quick, let me get to this. But it's this was gonna be Salty's super chat question, but top picks, you both would get signed by Art Adams.
I would say his Fantastic Four issues that he did with Walt Simonson and Art Thibert. It was the new Fantastic Four when it was like Wolverine, Ghost Rider, Spider-Man. Yeah.
I've got to think about this real quick because that is a tough question.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's done a lot of great stuff. I mean, Long Shot, his Creature from the Black Lagoon, Jurassic Park, anything with the X-Men. He's done a lot of good stuff.
That's where I was leaning X-Men, but I didn't even realize he did Jurassic Park stuff. So that dinosaur nerd in me, that, oh my god, dinosaurs, wants me to be like, that. But no, probably something X-Men. I think that's probably where I would lean. He's one of those that I would love to have, original art done or like a commission done from, though. So, but yeah, I think my leaning would probably be X-Men.
Mm.
It just feels right, if that makes any sense for me. So
It does.
let's go ahead and move on to our next book, and this one might be I don't even know if you read this issue. It might be a little controversial. I know that you had issues with the first issue, and then Wes was like, I mean, I didn't care for it, but it was fine. And then this issue dropped, and Wes was suddenly like, fuck this book. But I'm talking about Captain America #2.
So you're correct. I did not get a chance to read it because the minute I was getting ready to read it, I saw Wes drop a video on this, and I'm like, oh, am I not crazy? Is Wes jumping on the Drew train? And
Wes, yeah, he jumped on the Drew train for sure.
Because I was it really pissed me up rope that first issue.
Oh God.
But I mean, look, like I said, I had been in Baghdad, been to Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Afghanistan, and how this I'll just say Chip has a great knack for fiction about what happened over there, about who did what, and it is total bullshit. It's just this revisionist history. When you're trying to invoke things that really happened, and you're twisting that, contorting it to where that didn't happen that way. It's like no. You can't have it both ways. You can't do that.
Yeah. So what Wes took issue with was this kind of panel here.
Yeah.
What was that? Yeah. And you've got this Captain America 2.0, but that's also more experienced than our I don't know what Chip Zdarsky's doing here, but if you didn't read the first issue or hear us talk about it, they're making Cap's return coincide with right after 9/11. It's weird. But this guy was inspired by 9/11, so joined the military.
So bear in mind, this is literally about a handful of years after September 11th. This is like 04, 05 era. All right. So this is back when where everyone is still on the we're just there's no call for like racist war. None of that shit is being said at all. Everyone is all in. They want America to win this war, and what Chip is spewing here is shit that wouldn't be said for at least another 5 years.
Yeah, it was yeah, because this takes place within at least where we are now is like 2003, I believe, right?
Okay, 2003. Yeah, this is well before any of that shit is being spewed.
Yeah, because that's when they destroyed Saddam Hussein's statue, right? 2003.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so 03. Yeah.
And the first issue ends with our guy present day watching that statue come down. But yeah, you've got this on here where our new Captain America guy is like, oh, why aren't you celebrating? We're bringing democracy to your country. Can't you smell the freedom? Yada, yada, yada. And then you've got this guy going, it's good. It is. But, your army's been here, 2 months? You've only been here 1. You haven't even fought. You just dropped bombs. These cities were freed by Afghans on the ground. So pretty much he's saying that the Afghans are the reason that they got free. Americans did nothing. And Wes was someone that was kind of overseas during this time period. So
he was in Afghanistan during that time. I was in Baghdad, and so he had a hands-on experience as compared to a communist from Canada who probably never left Canada.
Yeah.
He saw everything from Michael Moore's Fahrenheit 9/11.
Yeah. So Wes was pretty heated reading that. He pretty much said F this book and ended it. So look, I read it to let you guys know what happens. And I mean, it's more of the same that we tend to see when people write or try to write Captain America. It's another take on quote unquote a man at a time. Cap's trying to get used to this time period. You've got this other Captain America now that's like, you just don't get it. It's a different, it's not the 1940s, like go eat your Wheaties type of mentality. But then there's also weird thing that Doom doesn't really establish himself until after 9/11, and it's because of these things that Victor Von Doom is able to establish himself. So it's just all of it feels weird. And
Yeah, so
I
it was one thing to remember. It's like 616, or this is Earth 616, and the reason why they
Yeah.
say that's because June 1961, that's when the Fantastic Four appeared. Number
Right.
one. So instead of 1961, it's 2001. So it's like 40 years in the future, or 40 years. We've pushed up the timeline now.
Mhm. Yeah. It feels weird. Like that's
Yes.
all I can
No,
say.
it is. It's a, like I said, it's a revisionist realigning of the timeline, and putting in these pigeonholing in these real world events. It doesn't work, especially when you have
No.
someone who wasn't there and only knew about it from what he saw on probably CNN or what Michael Moore was telling him.
Yes. Um I mean, even like you've got this line here, and I get it, but you've got Cap talking about I'm still unpacking this world. It's new definitions of freedom because he doesn't like it. There's a line about him saying like, "Oh, this doesn't sound like freedom at all. Like we're always watching." Um, and of course, it's so heavy-handed that you have the eyes in the background, but yeah, world sprinkled with our military might, our eyes always watching. Um, look, I get it to a degree, but Chip Zdarsky writes it with such a heavy hand and such a slant that I'm like, oh, fuck off, man. Come on. But yeah, all of this is weird. It just the concept of 9/11 being the spark that caused so much stuff for our heroes just feels strange. That's all I can say. But yeah, not exactly a fan. I'll probably check out another issue or so just to be able to speak to it. But I do not like this book. I'm sure Salty is going like nuts in the chat about this book. So
yeah, I know Wes is officially done with it. And hey, if I was done with it after that first issue and Wes is done with it after issue 2, yeah, what does that tell you? I mean, it's someone doing a judicious rewriting of not only Captain America but of actual history.
Yeah. Real quick, I do want to I'm going to highlight some comments, but Salty did say to answer kind of his own super chat. I have a ton of Art Adams, including Fantastic Four, X-Men, and Red. I didn't even think. Yeah, Red Sonja.
Wait, not original art. Is he talking about original art?
Are you talking about original art, Salty? He might be, maybe, possibly. But yeah, Zeke's right. Wes hates this book. Yeah, well, I mean, we were crazy about the first issue, and then Wes was like, "Yeah, I think you guys are being a little grumpy." And then we get to this, and Wes was like, "Fuck this book. Fuck Chip Zdarsky. Fuck Canada." But yeah, Salty. This is what I was looking for. Salty. So totally out on Captain America issue 1. Number 1 was bullshit. I mean, you get more of the same here. Ezekiel put what's going on with Chip. I mean, he's always kind of been like this. I just think he had editor. This is the problem. You have these writers and their editors kind of they used to keep them reeled in. Now you have shit editors too. But editors used to kind of be able to say like, yeah, no, we shouldn't do this because they were smart enough to realize like sales matter. And they would kind of help kind of keep these writers in check until those writers would get big enough that they could say F you editors and get people fired like Tom King.
Yeah, which is fucking bullshit. But people need to remember, if you're watching this, you need to remember this. If Chip Zdarsky had done such a great job, did such a great legendary run on Batman, why did we have to bring Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb out of mothballs?
Yeah,
that in no world would that have happened if his run was a success.
Yeah, no. I
mean, you don't do that unless it's absolute failure.
Yeah, honestly, if his Batman were good, he'd probably still be on it.
So. Absolutely. Same with Tom King. He would have finished his run.
Yep. Kaiser did put they want to bring in real world issues to comics, but then they bastardize it. I mean, that's the problem here. And what's crazy is like it's this revisionist history. And look, in no way am I saying we're perfect. Like, I think a lot of times people are like, "Oh, you're just gonna, lick the boot," and I'm like, "Yeah, no, I am critical of our government more often than not, no matter who's in office." Um, but it's just the way we remember things, meaning like Chip Zdarsky and some of these people, or the way they approach it is in such bad faith and misconstrued that I'm like, you're not helping anything right now.
Yeah.
Salty put all the brown people are victims and the white devil is Jan F. Chip Zdarsky with a rusty chainsaw. Yeah. And also like, I think if you look at the long-term effects we've had on these countries, yeah, you could say there's some issues. Definitely some blowback that takes place. I'm not saying it's perfect, but
Yeah.
in some ways, for sure, better than where it was. And this issue mentions like a vacuum, and it's kind of talk. That's how it kind of introduces Victor Von Doom as like, oh, we've created a vacuum. Now someone's going to take over. And look, it just feels weird that that's how we're introducing Victor Von Doom into this timeline, as he was kind of a nobody, but this is how he becomes somebody. But it's also just like, it's so heavy-handed in respect of like, anytime you interfere, it's only going to get worse. I mean, look, these people have been going to war with each other for decades. So, let's see. And then Salty also put, I'm sure they have reams of anti-American and anti-Orange Man crap to shove in yet another book no one buys. Yeah. Oh, we got the Breen in the house. Did he put
Hey,
your boy Zach and the 5 TikTokers that he says are saving comics? It's great. yeah. Your boy Zach said it's great. It's not great. It's not great.
no, it's
We're
not.
getting 2 cap runs back to back that just we're not. I don't know what we're doing.
No,
And
it just when you compare this to Daredevil, it is a stark contrast of what great is.
yes. And then Salty did put unsubbed from Zach. I did too, man. I couldn't take it anymore.
Me too. Yeah.
Just he off the reservation.
Yeah, clearly you're one of the many who have unsubbed from him.
Kaiser put Lost in Comics. I'm not familiar with Lost in Comics. I'll have to look them up. But he put they had Cap as the 3rd best book of the week. I can't with them anymore. And then Salty doesn't like the art. I don't hate the art, especially coming from Marvel. I do think this is. This is better than what most of the Marvel books look like. I'm not saying it's great, but it's very bland. I will say very bland in terms of backgrounds, and then the perspectives aren't the most interesting, I guess.
No, they're like I said, when you do shots head on like that, they're very boring. They're as David Lynch said in that Steven Spielberg film as John Ford, it's dull as shit.
Dull as shit. But yeah, no, I've definitely seen much worse from like 80% of Marvel. That's what I don't want to hate. I don't want to hate on it too much. I'd rather this person keep working and some of those other people go away for a while and then just get better artists on top of that, Let's see. Salty did put Marxism is always going to destroy history to create division and then gain power from the faction they split off that believes they're BS. Yes. This comment reminded me there's a show on Hulu, I think it's Hulu FX, called Adults that I had someone tell me I needed to watch, and Jesus Christ, I hated every freaking character because it's a bunch of Gen Zers.
Oh God.
And look, I will say it's kind of written to make fun of them, but it gets them so spot on into such an extreme like Gen Z level that I'm cringing. And then you've got funny scenarios going on, so I don't know how to feel, but I just want to punch every freaking one of them. So yeah, but I will say, highlight Charlie Cox is in it for a few episodes, and he plays a high school teacher, and they call him Mr. Teacher. But there's an episode where he is like tripping out on ketamine, and he is fucking hilarious. So I'll take that as the win. But the others, I just want to punch in the nuts, even if they don't have nuts. Yeah, someone's mentioning Hush. Oh no! Look, guys! Look, it's our little buddy Max, the comic crusader himself, coming in here with comics are saved, guys. They're great again. Didn't you hear? Yeah. Everyone say hello to Max. Tell him you miss him. He's taking his social media break. Let him know. I went to tag him in something, and I keep forgetting he's on his break. And it's fine. It's fine. The best thing about Max being on a social media break is all the embarrassing photos and videos they get to post of him, and he has no clue about it. So, but yeah. We got Gavin in the house, and Gavin put it was boring. Art didn't bother me that much. Yeah, it is a boring book. And what's crazy is you can tell that Chip, Jesus Christ, Chip thinks he's doing something like enlightening and awe-inspiring. I'm like, bro, we have been there and done this so many times that no, just get out. And then wise man getting distance and perspective. Indeed. I give Max crap, but good on him for taking a break. We all need to take a break from social media. So kudos. Happy to see you, brother, and I'll definitely talk to you soon. Look at this. Look at the love. Miss y'all, but being on social media has been nice. Yeah, I'm a little jelly. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna disappear while I'm on stage.
All I'm gonna say, it's nice not having Twitter. Yeah. All I'm gonna say is I'm a happy man.
Yeah. For the most part, I'm on Twitter, but I avoid the chaos of Twitter. I've got their group chats that I check in on, and that's about it.
And the only thing I see on Instagram is comic book stuff. And the only thing I see on Facebook is comic book stuff. So
yeah.
Hey.
I mean, I do see plenty of retards on Twitter, so I can't pretend like I don't. So. And then Kaiser put distance makes the heart grow fonder. Well, sure. What a retard. Enough Captain America. I'm not a fan. I think we're all in the same boat that this is some bullshit. And I plan on dropping this in the bin, Drew. Oh, you didn't read it, so yeah. So
that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
And Chip Zdarsky does not know what the BP's doing.
No, he doesn't. Another clip you need to add to that is the clip from the Boondocks with Colonel Stinkmeaner. He's looking at a beautiful sunset, and he just says, "Man, this is some old bullshit."
Yeah, I've got clips. I've got them saved. I have to put them through a conversion thing and then move them over to the computer. So I'll get there eventually. I do want to shift gears and look at a different Marvel book, and that is Ultimate Wolverine #8. I will say, we kind of hinted this earlier, the Ultimate line has really been a big disappointment with not a lot happening. I would say if I had to pick a book that I think is the best.
Well, not just that, it's dead. The line.
Oh, yeah. It's ending.
The line is dying.
Yeah.
December. It's done. It has ceased to be.
Real quick before we talk about this book, I do want to acknowledge this. Peter David, which we mentioned this back when he did pass, but Peter David did pass away. I think a lot of these writers could stand to pick up some Peter David books and learn how to write some comics. Because the guy was insanely talented. Never got the love
on his fucking deathbed.
Yep.
Marvel was still having him write when he was on his deathbed. And I talked to Greg Land. I actually got to talk to Greg Land at Terrificon. He was there. We were chatting about his run on the symbiote reality, alien symbiote reality, whatever he was doing with Peter David, like those mini-series runs, like those time capsule books. And Greg Land was saying he had an absolute blast writing those doing the art for those stories with Peter David. He said that was some of the most fun he'd had, and it's like it shows. And it's just a shame that Peter David was just like, he was schooling these guys on his deathbed. That's how insanely talented he was.
Yeah, he doesn't have the name that he should have. Like his name isn't as recognizable as it should be. It's
the weirdest thing. It is so strange because you think about You look up his name. Seriously, you look at all the stuff he has done.
Yeah.
We're talking just not just comics, novels. We're talking Star Trek novels, TV series, movies. He's been involved with movie adaptations. This guy was prolific. I mean, people call me a writing machine. This guy was a writing machine. Holy crap!
Yep. I mean, from the comic side, his run on Hulk, Joe Fixit. He did stuff with Spider-Man.
This be a particular Spider-Man run. Yeah.
X Factor. He had his Hulk run was massive. His X Factor run was massive.
Aquaman, his Aquaman run.
I would say Aquaman, Young Justice on the DC side.
Yeah, Young Justice. Yeah. Supergirl.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh shit, I forgot about Supergirl. He did so much, and then even just in the realm of comics, he didn't really get the love that he deserves or the recognition he deserves. And then the fact that you then move into like movies and TV, and then his actual books and stuff, like it's wild. So
it's fun. It's so funny. Captain Marvel. I love his Captain Marvel run at Marvel. That was terrific too. But one of the funny things, I remember him telling a story. Is that when he was writing the Star Trek comics, all of his scripts were getting rejected. They were getting rejected left and right. So he started thinking, okay, maybe it's just me that they don't like. And so he turned in a Star Trek script, but he changed the name on it. He put written by Bruce Banner on the script. And guess what? Paramount approved it. And he was just like, oh, okay, they just don't like me.
Wild. It's wild. But lost a great writer. And if you've never picked up some Peter David stuff, go pick up. You can't go wrong. So
no, you really can't. Do yourself a favor. You're doing yourself a favor by picking up anything that guy has touched.
Yeah. So let's get to Ultimate Wolverine. So for those of you that aren't keeping up with the story, for this book, the whole concept was the Winter Soldier in this universe was Wolverine, or is Wolverine.
Concept.
Super awesome concept. You've had a lot of kind of interesting things taking place. There are factions of good guys and bad guys, but they're very divided. So for instance, your bad guys here, kind of you can see are Colossus Magic and Omega Red. But at this point in time, like Logan is no longer brainwashed as the Winter Soldier. He's remembering who he is, what he stands for. He's with the good guys again, and they're going to kind of exact revenge. And in this issue, they ended up, going to the base, and they find it's Wolverine booty. They end up finding another mutant that's been experimented on that was kind of, pretty terrifying. I don't know what your thoughts were on seeing the transformation, but
I dug it. I was pleasantly surprised. It's interesting this Ultimate Wolverine run. I think once December comes around and we're doing like an after action report, if you will, on the whole Ultimate run, all the titles, I think. I'm strongly confident that Ultimate Wolverine will go down as probably the best.
Oh yeah, for sure. And what kind of sucks though is it feels like he started this out with the idea that we're gonna try to make this concept run for like 3 to 5 years if possible.
Yes.
And then it was kind of like, just kidding, we're doing a year. It's weird. Weird, but yeah, I think I almost feel like Chris Condon got a little surprised with actually just go ahead and get to your end, because that's kind of how it feels, but he's making it work to the best of his ability. And yes, this is Ultimate Wolverine, but it feels so much more like the Ultimate X-Men than the Ultimate X-Men, mainly because you have X-Men characters.
Wait. Cool out. So you're saying that a bunch of teenage girls eating food and laughing around the cafeteria table in a school, that's not X-Men?
Arigato, Drew. No, it's not the X-Men. I laugh like this because I'm Japanese. Yeah, no, it's not. And look, I was one of the ones that was trying to be like, oh, give it a chance. They're gonna build to it. Just no, I was wrong. Like I need to stop trusting people because it's still just weird nonsense over there in that Ultimate X Men. But yeah, you've got them arriving to the base. Kitty goes to do her thing, so she's phasing through and she's gonna open the doors, but it's taking her a second, and they're like, "What's going on?" And then you see her phase back out, and you can tell she's shocked. And I thought this was a crazy page, but they do get the doors open, and when they do, it's just bodies. Like that's all you can see are just bodies there, but you don't know why. And as they keep kind of working their path through, you eventually get to see that how they experimented on Wolverine, they've been experimenting on other mutants. And we have our good buddy Archangel in here, and he's kind of gone through, or Angel, but he's gone through experiments to become Archangel, and they make him terrifying. And I feel like this is just the tip of the iceberg of seeing him, so I can't wait to see more with him. But he's not in a good headspace, and some of our heroes do not make it out of this alive. So I'll just kind of stop here and leave it at that. But yeah, I thought this was a solid setup. If we do get more Archangel, again, it does feel like Chris Condon's having to speed things up a little bit. So I don't know how much that might impact the story, but I liked what they were doing.
Yeah, I think unfortunately, I think we're going to start seeing things kind of. There'll be things that there should be a longer, more emotional impact, I think, but we're not going to get that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was his original intention, but yeah, I agree with you. I don't think we are going to get that, and that's sad, because I think out of all the concepts, I mean, the Spider-Man concept is great, right? They're just not doing anything high energy or action packed, and it's like I would like more Spider-Man in my Spider-Man book.
Yes,
but this was really trying to deliver on the action where the others weren't. Like this to me felt ultimate, like that Ultimate Universe, like kind of bombastic. And then it's unfortunately kind of feels like it's getting cut off at the knees. So I do want to look at the comments real quick. So we do have a question here from Rudy, but Rudy's asking, do you think that the comic industry as a whole will ever see quality writers in the style of what us geeks consider good writers, making a resurgence of the Marvel and DC sphere?
Well, I think we're seeing some of that talent at DC right now. I mean, Jeremy Adams for one, but I think not just that, Joshua Williamson, I think he's getting better as a writer.
Yeah.
Honestly, say what you will about his Flash run and everything else. I thought they were fine, but he's getting better. You look at what he did at Skybound is terrific. So I think him and Jeremy Adams are a great 1-2 punch at DC Comics right now. Marvel, I mean, I would say Charles Soule, clearly after this Daredevil miniseries.
Yeah.
And Charles Soule. But yeah, that's,
yeah.
I mean, the truly great writers that want to tell a great story that aren't shoehorning in their fetishes or politics or beliefs into it. It's few and far between anymore.
Yeah. I mean, look, I would say yes, you will see these people come back into the circular sphere of DC and Marvel, but it's going to be what they're doing right now. It's going to be like 3 to 6 issue miniseries. That's it. Then they'll go away for a while. What's his name?
Come back. Batman Dark Patterns. I think he is another great. Talent.
Dan Waters. Yeah.
Yes.
You're gonna have a few of these kind of like newer names that really prove themselves, and I think we're seeing that. But yeah, I mean, both DC and Marvel, they need to cut their line. That way, they're not just bleeding money, and then pay to do. I mean, honestly, even just a maxi series, do 12 issues. Get a great creative team to come in. Let them write your event book, right? Let them do a year-long event. That's your event for the year. Great job. And then spend the next year kind of letting people come out of that. And yes, some people are going to shit the bed with it, but you'll have a few people that take off and do great things and then do another event book. But yeah, right now it's just it. Every decision that's being made right now has nothing to do with talent and everything to do with cost. So you're not going to get winning stories like that. Gavin put Percy and Philip Kennedy Johnson have been pretty solid. I would say Philip Kennedy Johnson has been solid. Ben
More,
Percy,
yeah,
I think,
I would say
misses more.
PKJ more so on the DC side than the Marvel side.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there too. But Ben Percy, I don't know.
No.
I'm in disagreement there. But
yeah, I'm in disagreement there. Like I said before, he's a guy he'll come out swinging those first few issues. Like, oh my god, this guy's amazing, but he just loses steam. He's a great comparison is like literally like a runner, a distance runner. This guy is not a distance runner. This guy is someone who can do like a sprint. He can do a 100-yard dash, but can he do like a 10K? Fuck no. This guy he can't finish strong. You know, he can do a short burst, maybe a 1-2-3 mini series, but like a long run series, fuck no. He loses interest. He loses the action, the commitment, and it just dies out in boredom.
Yeah. To kind of wrap things up with Ultimate Wolverine, I'm gonna say it's worth picking up. Is it the best thing ever? No, but it's a solid read. Like I'll be curious to see how they wrap things up. Do I think it's gonna end up being a satisfying run? I don't know, but I'm enjoying it for what it is, and I'll kind of always appreciate it for what it could have been. So with that, I'll give it this.
I'd buy that for $1.
I'll pay more than $1, but since we had the question of quality creators on DC and Marvel books, I do want to kind of turn to this book because I don't know what the beep we're doing with this, but we had some bigger names kick off a DC book recently, and Drew, I'm curious to see if you read this, but it is Cheetah and Cheshire robbed the Justice League.
Oh Jesus! So I did check this out, and I wanted to blow my brains out.
It's so fucking weird. Like I don't know why we're getting this.
I would say unreadable. I would say
yeah.
unreadable and insufferable. Those are the two words that come together.
Yes. So I will say Greg Rucka and Nicholas Scott. Greg Rucka's got great books, but his more recent stuff has been.
Yeah, he's like a Greg Pak. Like I think his glory days are long, long ago. Like we're talking with the Gotham, like Gotham PD, Gotham.
Oh, you Gotham Central.
That's it. Yeah, that was over 20 years ago at this point. He did a Wonder Woman run that was during Rebirth. That was kind of interesting. But yeah, I mean, like I said, his quality has taken it down into the real shitter, and I don't think he has it anymore.
No, his Wonder Woman stuff was good. I love Gotham Central. I think it's a fantastic book. He did some stuff with I mean, even going back to the very early, like late 90s, early 2000s, he had some Batman stuff that he was doing. He did the Batwoman elegy story, which Batwoman has never been nearly as good. He was one of the main writers for 52. That's like he's got a lot of good stuff from the past, but oh man, this recent stuff. Like I think back to his Lois Lane book, wasn't a fan.
Oh fuck that, God.
Yeah. Then there's this, but the whole thing I mean, look, my first thing was like, if you're gonna get people like Greg Rucka and Nicholas Scott, why are you doing a Cheetah and Cheshire book? Like, what are we doing here? And I look, I know Nicholas Scott isn't everyone's favorite, but I think she's a fantastic storyteller. She's miles better than a lot of the artists that are in comics these days. But yeah, I don't know why we're doing this book, and they try to make it fun and kind of cutesy at parts, and I'm just not on board with this. I don't even remember. Did we find out what they steal or what they're trying to steal from the
To be honest
watchtower?
with you, Josh, honestly, it was I could not tell you, and I do not care. Honestly, it just I don't think most people care. Unfortunately,
No.
or
Um.
fortunately, I don't know.
Yeah. Look, I've met Nicola Scott many times. I've had a number of conversations with her. I really love her as a person. I think she's incredible. I've gotten to see how she works, which I think is interesting because she draws everything backwards. So she
Fascinating.
will, yeah, she will draw. So she purposely draws it. So she'll have her paper, right? And she'll lay it down and she'll do light pencils to kind of do her layouts and everything.
Uh huh.
But she does it, it's mirrored, it's reversed. That way she can then flip it
Wait,
over,
what?
put a yeah, so she can then put a light and then she'll actually go in and do the full details. And she said it's because she always feels like she can see pencil lines. Because she's a little heavy-handed with even when she tries to do light pencil, she's heavy-handed. So she essentially draws her stuff twice, but the first time she has to draw it backwards. So then when she flips it over, it's the way she wants it to be. But really
Huh?
interesting. Yeah, I know. But yeah, there's so many, and this is where I'm saying like cut your line. Like you could have these two. I mean, look, I'm sure the last thing they want to do is have Greg Rucka back on Wonder Woman. He's had two different runs. He did his original run, and then he did the Rebirth run. And I'm sure anyone would take him over what Tom King's doing,
You
but
know, at this point, yeah.
or let him get back on Batwoman if you want to do something. Batwoman would have more precedence than these two characters.
But I will
Um,
say I will challenge that. Like, how much of the impact of that book is due to J.H. Williams and not Greg Rucka?
I mean, I think it's a bit of both. It was a good story. I mean, it was a good story. But JH will. I mean, look, I think anytime you put JH Williams on art, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm like this guy. Um, I'm just saying in general, like there's so many other characters that if I were gonna have these two people, even if it's just for the namesake, I would have picked dozens of characters over these two. So that's just me. But
No, I agree.
yeah, I just kept thinking, why do we have this? And I don't. I mean, we get more of this trying to. I'm not saying they're good guys here, but this whole like trying to make us feel for the. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not
No,
a fan at
they're
all.
villains.
Yeah, and they should be
It's,
villains.
it's a concept I'm tired of that they're doing. The sympathetic villain. It has been played to death.
Yeah.
It just a villain sometimes is just a villain.
Yep. Oh look, we're eating, Drew, at a diner. We're eating.
Foodsies, having foodsies.
And also I don't think Cheshire has been interesting since like what was it, Teen Titans that she
I,
really kind
I would say Young Justice, the animated series.
of yeah. But I don't know.
Or I
So
would
yeah.
say when Rob Liefeld was trying to include her in his New 52 like grifter run.
Oh
And,
yeah, and they made her they changed their mind at the last minute and said no, and he had to call her Jade.
yeah,
Because like the
this is a
art
true
and
story.
everything was done. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a true story, guys. Yeah, Dan DiDio, he lost his shit when he saw it in the proofs. He was like, "I told you not to fucking use Cheshire," and threw
Yeah.
the proof at the wall, and they're like, "You got to change it. You got to change it, Rob." So yeah, just
They
changed
literally
the
just
name.
changed her name to Jade.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still very clearly it was Cheshire.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I don't get why we're doing this. I don't think we should be doing this. This is a no for me. I'm gonna do a hard pass and drop this in the bin.
Yep. Drop in the dumpster.
Yep. This just feels like a waste of money. And to
Yep.
clarify, when I say waste of money, I mean waste of money on DC's part. But if you do buy it, a waste of money there as well. We do have a little time left. Is there something you want to cover? Because if not, I was going to bring up Absolute Superman just to discuss the reveal of who the big bad actually is. Unless you want to cover something else.
To be honest with you, I don't really have anything. Well, actually, Uncanny X-Men. I was just going to touch upon that briefly. Just it's
Oh,
getting fucking terrible. It just
Oh yeah.
they tried to make a X-Men land or whatever.
Oh my god. Hold
was,
on, I'm bringing it up.
oh god, it just so. One thing to remember when looking at this issue is that what the mayor of New Orleans is trying to bring about is essentially almost another Krakoa for them to celebrate. And for some reason, the mutants don't like it. And it's like, wait a second. You don't want your own segregationist, your own section to have Sodom and Gomorrah to be able to, kill each other with no repercussions for your actions at all. And now suddenly you have you suddenly have a moral compass pointing north that's telling you that this is not the way. No, this isn't. No, you can't wash away what you guys did. You can't.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this book has been all over the place.
It's junk. I can't think of a single good moment from this.
Well, I mean, in the crazy part too is like reading this, right? Like reading this issue, and it's like I had to stop and think because I keep getting all the X-Men books kind of like mixed up with each other. And I'm like, wait, because I'm reading this and I'm like, wait, but what book had all those new? Oh no, it was this book. This was the book that we were focusing on. No wonder this feels weird, but it also feels weird because it just feels stupid and pointless. And but yeah, the Uncanny Village. Oh, Drew, Uncanny Village.
Now, bear in mind, they don't like this, yet they like Krakoa. All right, this is bad to them.
Yeah, of course it's bad. They didn't make it, so it's bad. It's kind of like a commentary. Right. Yeah, it's kind of like a commentary on our society, right?
It falls flat on its face when you reflect upon what the X-Men have been doing the last 3 years.
Yeah, I do want to read this, but you got Jubilee going, Mayor, all due respect, but what in God's name? And the mayor goes, you're skeptical. I get it. The Uncanny Village is a planned neighborhood, a destination plaza for entertainment, shopping, dining, and limited residential zoning. It's Bourbon Street, but with a mutant-friendly theme. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
So bear in mind, this is bad, but having your own segregationist, isolationist island where you can kill each other at your own whim and with no repercussions for your actions at all on a frequent basis, daily, hourly, however you want it, that's fine.
Yeah. I hate everything about this because it continues here. You've got Nightcrawler going, what's Nightcrawler's teleporting trampolines, please? And then the response doesn't justify the name at all. You'd think like, oh, it's a kids like jump park, right? No. It's a family recreational location with an indoor cafe serving fast food versions of German food. What? Yeah, I don't know.
I would say this is no different than Krakoa. This is no different than that.
Well, it's no different than Krakoa, but it's also this fact of like, who cares? Who wants to pay $4 to $5 to pick up a comic talking about a town that wants to make like an X-Men village that's like, I'm gonna go LA here, but like the Grove or like the Americana or like all these new concept, retail spaces they're putting in. No one like this isn't. This is what you would read in those weird, like, we're going to do a PSA for, cleaning up your neighborhood, but it's not really a comic. It's just an, extra thing we're going to put out with, if you buy a pack of Wheaties or something. But instead, it's in the mainline X-Men book. Like, what the hell are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gail Simone... all of these people need to get off these books, and they just, I don't know, maybe give X-Men a rest for a while. We're back to the mutants that nobody cares about. You got the crazy Robo Cat named Waffles. Oh my God, Deadpool! Because if it wasn't bad enough already, Deadpool.
It's Deadpool written by Gail Simone.
Yep, I mean she's written him before, but Yeah, it's this is crap. Burn it, burn it. These X-Men books are like a bad case of the clap. They just won't go. I'm kidding. I've never clearly I don't. I mean, I know what it is. I just never had it. Is it a different artist though? Because this art does feel different.
Yeah, it is, and like, especially we see that one character like Nightmarescape, where the fuck is name? She does that anime shocked face. It's
Yeah,
like, oh, okay.
yeah. I don't know. I can't wait for them to announce that they're relaunching yet again because it's only a matter of time.
Relaunch by Dumb and Dumber, working on it. What are those two knuckleheads?
Oh, Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly. Yeah.
Yep.
Hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Yeah, no. Set this on fire, please. And I forgot that they've got this stupid event coming. Oh, fuck. It just gets worse.
Yep. No reprieve.
Yep. The Age of Revelation.
With Doug Ramsey as the bad guy. It's like, that's how lame your event is.
Yeah.
Doug Ramsey is the bad guy.
So what do you think is going to end up going down as being the worst run? The Krakoa run or this?
I'm going to say probably, I hate to say it, but probably this. Because because at least with Krakoa there was a constant tone through all the books. It was just that they were, pieces of shit. But with this, there is no tone. It's all over the fucking place. And you don't know what they want to do. It's like, on one hand, it's like they want to keep the idea of Krakoa alive, keep going with that. On the other hand, they're trying to move on from it. But it's like, shit or get off the pot. What are you doing here? Figure it out. You can't have it both ways. I know you're trying to appease the two psychos on Twitter and Reddit, but move on from it. All right.
I do love that we this issue goes back to visit Zebra Girl from the very first issue, where she has to give the secret mutant sign to let Jubilee know she's a mutant because we couldn't.
You don't say.
Because you're a fucking zebra.
Gail Simone, a brilliant writer, Gail Simone. Yep.
Yeah. There was a time when Gail Simone was at least good.
Somewhat credible.
Things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not anymore. Definitely not anymore. Yeah, this is bullshit. I don't like it. I want it to end. I want it to go away. I'm tired of the faggotry.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Who said that? Someone's getting canceled. I'm over it. So all I have to say about Gail Simone and her X-Men is this.
Like, does somebody not know how to flush the toilet after they've had a shit?
What do you mean?
Well, it was fucking one of yous. Disgusting!
Disgusting indeed. Oh god, I didn't even realize that Gavin's comment's been up this whole time because I've been on the other tab. Let's see. What are we saying about the books we just covered? We Ezekiel. I think this was with Cheshire and Cheetah, but skip this book. What the hell? Kaiser did add that Ruckus Punisher is sick. Yeah. And then Ezekiel put, why does DC do this or release books like this that's kind of out there? Dude, I don't know. The only thing I can think of is if for whatever reason this was a plot that they had planned for Rucka's Wonder Woman when he was doing Rebirth, because that was Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott that did the art for those stories. And then maybe
it's runs like that. It makes me wonder, okay, you guys greenlit this. What did you guys say no to?
I mean, for real though. Kaiser put, speaking of J.H. Williams, I just picked up the Gambit Bishop mini. I don't even think I've ever read that, if I'm being honest. So, whoops.
That was a while ago.
Yeah. Ezekiel did put this book and Red Hood. Why? I will say I understand having a Red Hood book, but the Red Hood book that we're getting, ugh, you know. And I will even add Red Hood and Huntress working together makes sense because they're both like, yeah, sometimes you got to kill a bastard. But the thing that's writing that book and their stance and the fact that they didn't even bother reading previous stories, it's all bad. It's all bad. And then Salt's over saying they massacred who are they massacre? Wolverine? Nightcrawler? Who? Who? Who?
Horse Girl.
Yeah. And Horsey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that garbage. It's all this digital. There's all this digital artwork. I'm not the biggest fan of. And especially in that X-Men book, so many of the backgrounds are just a splash of color, and that's it. Yeah. I miss the days where you would actually. I mean, you'd have that. You'd always have splashes of color from time to time. But I miss the days where you'd actually have a background.
Well, they can't all have Aurelio Mazzara like I do, who actually draws backgrounds.
Oh wow! Shocking.
Yeah.
Shocking. Yeah, Marvel is a YA publisher with a YA art. You're not wrong. It's definitely gotten to that point. And oh yeah, Ezekiel put pretty sure this book sold because of the Art Germ Jubilee cover. I get it. I do get it, but I wouldn't pay money for this book. So and Salty put literally just endless DEI vanity projects by room temperature IQ activists. Yep. At some point we're gonna get a good X-Men book. I don't know when that is. I don't know who it's gonna come from. 90% positive it won't be considered continuity, but okay, yeah, he's just talking creative for the Red Hood. Yeah. Look, DC's trying. They are trying to get good people back in. They're trying to do good things, but you do have your good editors and your not so good editors, and you can tell where those fall. I would say the Superman team's been pretty damn good for a while now, and I look forward to seeing what else they can do with their run. Hopefully, other people will get on board soon. Marvel's just a hopeless cause at this point. So stick to indies. I know we didn't really talk any indie books this week, but stick to indies. Look at this. Good show and no mic drop. Damn it, Josh. Hey. Don't look. We're not done yet, Salty. We're not done yet. So just give it another minute. And then Kaiser put the next good X-Men book will be the Messiah trilogy on me. Yep. Yeah. You're right. God, I forgot that's coming out. I'm gonna have to. There's way too many Omnis coming out that I'm gonna drop way too much money on. I will say one of them will be a Gail Simone book, but it's gonna be her Birds of Prey run. Anyways, that wasn't bad. That was fine. Yeah, the thing I'm looking forward to the most is Spectre. And for the love of God, I don't know why they announced and then never released the Christopher Yost Red Robin run, but hurry up and reissue that. Put another release date on that to get it out finally.
Put Tim Drake back in the Red Robin costume. I miss that costume.
It was a good, yeah. I mean, I just miss Tim Drake being a good character.
Yeah, that too.
All right, Drewski, we are gonna wrap things up. So if people want to find you, where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Dolan Waddick. You can find me on Instagram, Dolan_Waddick, and you can find me on West Distinct Critical channel Saturday mornings and afternoons when I'm doing the Best of the Week with Wes. And you can find me on there Thursday evening when we launch Naughty and Nice, The Return.
Heck yes. Super excited and stoked for that. Gonna be right there with you guys, chatting y'all on, cheering y'all on from the chat. And then we will not be doing Floppy Drop this Thursday. We'll come back next week, do another catch up. We'll probably do a Tuesday-Thursday combo next week of Floppy Drop to cover this week's books, next week's books, and then we will return to our scheduled programming moving forward. But yeah, I'm excited for you on Thursday to get this campaign kicked off, and good luck with this relaunch of Naughty and Nice, and kind of doing some fun new stuff with these two Va-Va-Voom Ladies of Doom.
Thanks,
But,
man. Yeah, it isn't kind of new stuff. It is all new stuff. The stories we're telling is, yeah, it's going to be what should be done with Naughty and Nice. I love it.
Jace. And slightly different art. Or not even slightly different, just a change of pace with the art.
Change pace, yeah, completely different style. So, yeah.
So I'm excited. I think it'll be a lot of fun. If you're free Thursday, go to Thinking Critical. Hang out with Wes, or I almost said Wes. Hang out with Drew and Aaron as they get this sucker kicked off. And then, of course, we always appreciate your support. Again, we will be back next Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you guys for being patient as we took, a little bit, a week or so off. We both had a ton of stuff to do, and sometimes life has to come first. But we'll always be here to be nerds. We miss you guys. If you want to find me outside of YouTube, you can follow my personal handle at Joshua L. McDonald over on Twitter. You can follow at By Popped on Twitter if you want more of the nerd stuff. And then, like I said, we're here every Tuesday and Thursday. So until next week, good night. It was great seeing you guys again. And, we'll be back and be nerdy soon enough. So, bye.
Get the fuck out!